70 for Golfer of the Year and lefties on top. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad to be with you on the Sports Update presented by Toyota. Plenty pitchers coming and going in New York, but start with Boston, though a different playing field. One now controlled by Phil Mickelson. Lefty shot a 66 on Labor Day to take the Deutsche Bank Championship, the second of 4 PGA playoff events in the chase for the FedEx Cup, one that Mickelson now holds first place. His first victory since the Players' Championship in May, but the most exciting part, beating Tiger Woods for the first time when paired together. So, Mickelson in first with the next event, the BMW Championship, just outside of Chicago, although he did mention he may not play in the next tournament. See how that unfolds as the week goes on. But in the meantime, Steve Stricker, who won the first event, in second, with Tiger, who didn't participate in the first event, sitting there in third. 144 to start, now down to just 70 for the third tournament, the last of those players being Bo Van Pelt. All right, Pedro Martinez made his first start of the season Monday, throwing 5 innings, getting the win, and recording his 3,000th career strikeout in a 10-4 victory over the Reds. Remember, the Mets' righty off rotator cuff surgery that kept him out of last year's postseason. Meanwhile, Roger Clemens gave up 5 runs in 4 innings in this Yankees 7-1 loss to the Mariners, then went for an MRI. The 7-time Cy Young winner said he felt grabbing in his right elbow. He's expected to miss at least one start, which could put Mike Mussina back in the rotation. Also in that game, Ichiro Suzuki homered off Clemens for a hit number 200 on the season. 7th straight year reaching that mark, tying the AL record for consecutive seasons with at least 200 hits. Pete Rose holds the Major League record with 10. NFL season begins on Thursday with the Saints and Colts, but other teams making some newsworthy notes. Browns have announced that Charlie Fry will start Week 1 against the Steelers. Also in the AFC North, the Ravens acknowledged Monday to having conversations with cut Jaguars QB Byron Leftwich, although the Baltimore Sun reporting they haven't made a push for his services. And the Broncos signed Pro Bowl defensive end Simeon Rice to a 1-year deal. The 33-year-old former Buccaneer, the second leading active sacker in the league. He was released by Tampa back in July. All right, in a weekend with one of the biggest college football upsets of all time, another ranked opponent fell Monday. For the 4th time in 5 years, Clemson and coach Tommy Bowden knocks off Dad Bobby in Florida State. 24-18, had to hang on, but the Tigers do get to 1-0. Quarterback Cullen Harper becomes the first Clemson QB to beat a ranked team in his first ever start. The new AP poll comes out on Tuesday. Check that out on CBSSports.com. All right, time for the Wits Hits. Last year's ACC champs Wake Forest, maybe without starting QB Riley Skinner, this week against Nebraska. Demon Deacons lost the quarterback in the defeat at Boston College. He has a separated shoulder. U.S. Open set up for last year's men's finalists to meet in this year's quarters. That's Andy Roddick and Roger Federer. But that's Wednesday. As for the Tuesday, it's top-seeded Justine Henin and Serena Williams. And for full coverage, be sure to check out the day's preview with Nick Bollettieri and the 3 burning questions with Patrick McEnroe. And the WNBA Finals all set. Detroit knocked off Indiana Monday to clinch the East for the 2nd consecutive year, now trying to take home the WNBA title for 2 straight years, up against Phoenix and Diana Taurasi in the finals for the first time. All right, so that'll do it for the Sports Update presented by Toyota for Tuesday, September 4th. Enjoy a great night in sports. I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.